just one single night, could erase decades of mistakes? What if the next 10 days could completely rewrite your spiritual story? Most people will sleep through it. Most people will scroll past it. But you're still watching. These aren't just nights. These are destiny-shifting moments where angels descend by the thousands, where mercy rains down, where one sincere prayer can outweigh years of worship. I'm talking about the last 10 nights of Ramadan, and the hidden jewel within them that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said is worth more than 1,000 months of your life. That's 83 years. One night worth more than most people's entire lifetime. But here's what nobody tells you. 3 years ago, I met a brother who had prayed every Ramadan for 15 years. Tahajjud, charity, Quran. He did it all. But he told me, I've never felt Laylatul Qadr. I've never experienced that night everyone talks about. Sound familiar? That same brother messaged me last Ramadan. His voice shaking, he said, I finally understood. It wasn't about finding the night. It was about Allah finding me. Today I'm going to share 10 keys that unlock that experience. Not just information, but transformation. These aren't just tips. They're gateways between you and the night that could change everything. 1. Guard your days. Most people think Laylatul Qadr is only about what you do at night. But what if I told you the battle begins at sunrise? The Prophet said, whoever protects their limbs from sin, Allah will protect their heart at night. Sins during daylight can lock the door that could open for you at midnight. One moment of backbiting can create a veil between you and Allah that even hours of prayer might not penetrate. Think about it. Would you prepare for meeting a king by insulting his family? Then how can we prepare for the night of meeting with the King of Kings by disobeying him hours before? 2. Silence your nights. Your tongue will either testify for you or against you on Judgment Day. During these 10 nights, treat every word like it costs you something. Because it does. Each unnecessary conversation is a trade. Temporary connection with people for eternal connection with Allah. I know a sister who literally put tape over her mouth during the last 10 nights except for prayer and necessity. Extreme, maybe. But she said, that was the first Ramadan where I felt every letter of the Quran vibrate through my heart. What conversations can you postpone until after these sacred nights? Third congregation, the hidden multiplier. Did you know that according to the Prophet Muhammad, praying Isha in congregation counts as half the night in prayer, and Fajr in congregation counts as the other half? You might think, but I want to pray all night. Listen carefully. The reward of one prayer in congregation is 27 times greater than praying alone. Allah values unity over isolation, community over individualism. One man told me he missed congregation because it was more peaceful at home. The next year he prioritized the mosque. The difference? At home I felt spiritually alone. In congregation I felt carried by everyone's ameen. Don't miss this multiplier. 4. Complete cycles. The promise of the Prophet. The Prophet promised, whoever prays with the Imam until he finishes will have the reward of standing the entire night in prayer. This isn't just about being physically present. It's about mental, emotional, and spiritual presence. When the Imam recites, your heart should recite. When he prostrates, your soul should prostrate. Think quality, not just quantity. Better to pray 8 rakahs with complete focus than 20 with a wandering mind. I'll be honest. Sometimes we treat prayer like a transaction. We want the reward without the relationship. But these nights aren't about checking boxes. They're about breaking barriers between you and the divine. 5th Quran, the descending light. The first word ever revealed on Laylatul Qadr was read. Coincidence? There are no coincidences with Allah. In these nights, increase your recitation. The Prophet would recite the entire Quran during these 10 nights. But here's what's missing in our approach. We focus on quantity over connection. Try this instead. Read 1 page where you truly feel every word over 10 pages you rush through. A young man once told me, I used to race through Jews after Jews. Now I read slower, but I cry more. Which do you think Allah prefers? 6. The prophetic dua, simple yet profound. When Aisha asked the Prophet what to say if she found Laylatul Qadr, he taught her, O Allah, you are the pardoner. You love to pardon, so pardon me. Not a complicated dua, not a long dua, just a sincere acknowledgement of who Allah is and who we are. I want you to try something tonight. Between your duas for health, wealth, and family, pause and whisper this dua 3 times. Feel each word. Let it sink from your tongue to your heart. Sometimes the simplest keys open the most important doors. 7. Continuous connection. Dua in motion. You don't need the perfect setup. You don't need the perfect mindset. You just need to show up sincerely, even if your eyes are half open. Make dua while driving to the mosque. Make dua while preparing suhoor. Make dua while walking to the bathroom. A sister once told me she found her most sincere moment of connection while washing dishes at 2 a.m. for suhoor. She said, "I realized Allah doesn't need my perfect circumstances. He just needs my present heart." Every moment matters. Every single one. 8. Prostration, the closest point. The Prophet said, "The closest a servant is to their Lord is when they are in prostration." Yet how quickly do we rise from it? In these nights, lengthen your sujood. Pour your heart out with your forehead on the ground. Stay there until you feel something shift inside you. I once saw a man stay in prostration for 5 full minutes after everyone else had risen. Later, he told me, "In that moment, I felt a weight lift that I'd carried for years." This is your secret place. Your direct line. Don't rush it. 9. Charity. The silent witness. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Charity extinguishes sins like water extinguishes fire." In a night where forgiveness is the greatest prize, why wouldn't you use every means to attain it? Give something every night of these 10. Even if it's small, even if it's anonymous. Let your charity be a witness for you when deeds are weighed. I know someone who set 10 alarms, one for each night, to give at different hours. He said, "I wanted my charity to cover every possible minute that could be Laylatul Qadr." That's strategic worship. 10. Final moments. The last chance. The last 5 minutes before Fajr of each of these 10 nights might be the most important 5 minutes of your year. What if the final minute of the final third of the 27th night is the moment? What if your sincere, "Oh Allah, forgive me," in that exact moment is what Allah is waiting for? Don't waste it on your phone. Don't waste it in conversation. Don't waste it in sleep if you can help it. This is your moment. This might be the moment. Brothers and sisters, these 10 nights aren't just dates on a calendar. They're appointments with destiny. I started by asking what could happen if one night rewrote your spiritual story. Now I'm asking, what will you do to make sure it does? Allah has given you another chance to witness these nights. Not everyone got this chance. People we loved and lost last year won't see these nights this year, but you're here. You're breathing. You're watching this right now because something inside you knows these nights matter. So tonight, when the sun sets, I want you to make a promise to yourself. This Ramadan, you won't just pass through these nights, you'll live them. You'll feel them. You'll be transformed by them. Because one night of sincere connection with Allah can change everything that comes after it.